Markets pointing slightly higher ahead of the opening bell, which is less than 3 minutes away. Keith Fitz-Gerald joins me this morning. Great to see you, Keith, as always. I'd like to talk about Tesla. We've seen a bit of a bounce since their earnings report, but Tesla getting a big boost this morning. Is right around $188 right now. Do you like it at this price?
Oh, absolutely. I still think this stock triples in several years' time, Ashley. If you don't own it now, chances are good you're going to be crying a few years from now.
I probably will be crying over it, God knows what. But I want to move on to the tech earnings this week. Big earnings week. We've got Amazon, we do have Apple, we have AMD. Any in particular you're keeping an eye out on?
Yeah, for me, I'm going to watch all three very carefully, but for very different reasons. AMD is going to be all about AI chip demand. We already know from Microsoft that they're having trouble keeping up with it. The numbers are going to be staggering, so guidance is going to be great.
Interesting. What about Amazon? It's a behemoth, but, you know.
Well, this is one of those stocks that I look at, and every time I think I like it, I don't. It's all about efficiency and gain. I don't like the fact that many consumers are having trouble with it. I mean, they're delivering, they're doing that. It's great. But to me, it's all about, the data, the cloud, the AWS. That's where the real mojo is going to be.
Interesting. Of course, we have the Fed Tuesday, Wednesday. No one is expecting them to do anything, but as always, we want to hear what the Fed has to say in that press conference Wednesday afternoon. I mean, do we see any rate cut this year?
Well, as you know, I've been harshly critical of the Fed. I don't think we're going to see anything even remotely intelligent from the Fed. The markets are taking care of the Fed's job for them.
Keith, you always bring the fire, and I appreciate that, especially on a Monday morning. You don't expect anything intelligent from the Fed. We'll have to leave it right there. I think it says it all. Keith, thank you so much for joining us. As I mentioned, a busy week. We have about more than a third of the S&P reporting this week. Then, of course, we have the Fed and its decision on Wednesday, and then the April jobs report on Friday, which will be interesting to see what the jobs market is telling us. It's still been a very tight labor market.